Yeah, U3, live from the underground.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune into U3 Underground Unsigned and Unknown. We have a guest tonight, or I should say early morning, since it's gonna be uploaded in the morning. Miss Alien, the Alien Babe. What's up? What's up?
What's good?
Y'all know you probably seen her around. She's been in 2 issues of my magazine. Yeah, she's been in the underground list and the female edition, so that's very dope.
I know, 2 issues and an interview. I feel very special.
Yes. Well, I like that you made the underground list because, like I tell people, I don't get to vote on the underground list because I don't want to make people seem like I'm biased. I'm picking people I like. So I have a group of people who tune into my station and know some of the artists and don't know some of the artists that I play, and they get the pick. So I didn't pick you; they picked you. So that's dope.
I didn't know that. That's very cool to know that I was chosen.
Well, let's talk about your name. How'd you come up with your artist name? Because it's very different. It's very unique.
Yeah. So my name, in the beginning, I went by Laura D, which is my real name. And there were some issues with like my music. There, I guess there was already an artist named Laura D. So when I started releasing music, they were getting mixed up with like the other Laura D's music would show up under my catalog, and it was that, and then also the fact that like I couldn't find a simple Laura D handle for like my social media because they also were all taken unless I had like a million underscores and numbers, and I don't like to deal with that. So eventually I just changed the handle to the Alien Babe just so people could find me easier, and I chose that because I'm actually like really into aliens. It's been a few years now that I want to say maybe like over 5 years probably for sure, that I started reading books about aliens. I hadn't picked up a book since like high school, and I started reading. I read this one book called Reaching for Reality that just really blew my mind, and I was like, God damn it, aliens are fucking real. And I kind of just went down like a rabbit hole of alien books and obsessed. So
I was gonna ask you to translate in your music, but I can tell with your new single coming out soon, the UFO.
Yeah, it does a little. I didn't want it to be too like corny, like not like it's gonna be my theme for life. Like I'm not always gonna sing or rap or whatever about alien stuff, but the next single I have out is actually the first song I wrote as the Alien Babe, because when I changed my stage name, my sound changed as well. So
what was your sound before, and then how has it changed now?
Before, honestly, I've always had this issue where I cannot figure out my genre. Even before, when I was Laura D, I have 4 songs out under Laura D, and I would say probably like R&B-ish or a little bit of pop. But it's really hard to like pinpoint. But
a little bit of everything, because you sing, you rap, you do it in Spanish too. You have that pop sound. Because I saw you perform at what was it that you performed at? I saw you at the Quarterman's.
Oh yeah,
the facial show. Yeah. So I noticed that you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to settle down and just pick one certain thing, and I don't.
That's good, because that makes makes your audience more broadened, get to open up to more people.
It has a lot to do with like what I listen to. I don't just listen to like one thing, so I feel like that really comes out in my music.
That's good. Let's talk about some of the features you've done. The feature that's on UFO. Who's the feature that's on UFO? Can you tell us a little bit about him?
On UFO is his name. He goes by Scream For Me, and he's local. He's here from San Antonio, and we have a few mutuals that I think his most recent like releases were done by Ryan Clef, which is also my producer. So I know he used to or does record with him And so that's how I found him. But I had heard one of his songs. I want to say it's called Swallow. And I just really liked his voice and his whole vibe. Like I can tell like his vision for the video and everything. It just worked really well for what I was trying to go for.
Nice. And that's dropping on the 26th, correct?
Yes.
So make sure you stay tuned. It will be dropping on all platforms. Now, you recently, congratulations again on being on the Pride celebration. 4 years, you said, but this year is different because it's virtual.
Yeah.
Has that changed the way you're going to perform? How does that feel doing virtual versus seeing people in real life?
It's definitely going to be different because my favorite part of performing, especially for Pride, has always been the audience. You know, like for me as an artist, my favorite part of it all is performing, and Pride has always been my favorite performance. Like just the whole experience, like, you know, the people, there's just so much love everywhere, and it's tough to think that it's not going to happen this year. But I mean, yeah, we're still going to do the thing. We're going to do it virtually. I'm going to still, you know, perform as I would if there was a crowd in front of me. It'll just be pre-recorded and then aired at a later date.
Oh, so you're gonna pre-record it? Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Where is it gonna be aired? Do you know yet?
I believe on the 29th or the 27th. 27th.
Okay, is it gonna be aired on TV or is it gonna be like virtually?
I know there's gonna be like the Pride committee and a bunch of people, like the organizers. I believe they're gonna be set up at the Bonham.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're gonna be live streaming from there. I might be wrong, but I know they're gonna be at the Bonham because at first there was talks about being able to for some of us to perform in person and then some of us to perform virtually, but I guess the Pride committee got together and decided that they'd be safer, you know, just going all virtual, which I respect. I know that I know the owner of the Bonham, Lee. Me and my husband were really close to him, and good job, baby. Ice cream. When I'm done, okay? Okay, go over there. I had to bribe him to let me have 10 minutes to myself. Go over there, or you're not gonna get ice cream. Go. Close the door. So I knew from the beginning that the Bonham has been shut down and they were not even thinking about opening when the bans lifted. So I do respect that. I respect that.
Well, that's good. Congratulations again. You get to perform with a whole bunch of great artists. It is virtually, but you still get to perform and show your support. And not only do you show your support for LGBT community, you also show your support for the Black Lives Matter movement. I noticed that on your social media, you post a lot about that. How important is it for other races to support that movement?
I think it's super important I think everybody should let everybody that know where you stand on the subject, because the silence it doesn't do anything good. Everybody needs to speak out against it, and it's the least that anybody can do. I actually feel really guilty because I couldn't go out to the protests. One, because I have my son and I stay home with him all day. We only have one car at the moment. So I'm here with my son all day, and I feel like the least I could do, to help is just sign petitions, whatever I see, share any information I see, and, try to educate anybody who I feel is wrong on the matter.
How would you describe your style? Because I noticed that you are very different from most people. You can tell by the pictures you take and the way you do your makeup. You're very different from most female artists, and you don't have to dress like half naked to, get your music out there. So how would you describe that style? And what made you want to go that way versus the other way that most, music industry want artists to dress?
I don't know. I don't think I could pinpoint my style. And honestly,
Like your music is everywhere.
honestly, I just wear what I like. And the half naked thing, when you catch me performing, a lot of times I am half naked. Most of the time I'll just like, my manager makes fun of me because I'll ask.
You do it tastefully, because I saw you perform. You do it tastefully. It's not like,
yeah.
Oh,
well, if I had, I know my body ain't, like extremely bad, but if I had like Instagram model body, I'd be all over the place. I wouldn't know how to act with it. So
hey, if you got it, flaunt it. No, show it off. That's good. Let's talk about your manager, because you said your management. I know you are you with a label too, or you just have a management?
I'm kind of under the umbrella of 1601, yeah. And my manager is also a part of 1601. So it's kind of just like, I mean, I've been with them since I was 16. So at this point, it just feels like family. Like,
how did y'all link up, and what were you looking for when it comes to a manager or management in general?
Well, I started recording with them when I was 16. And when I say them, it's my manager and her husband. So her husband, JD, he was the first person I ever recorded a cover for or anything, like had this studio experience with. And like I said, that was when I was 16, and I kind of just never, I never left. I kept going back to record covers, and just I tried working on original music, but I was never really confident in my songwriting skills and stuff. So I didn't get to release anything until much later. But the management, she didn't really start doing the management role until I want to say probably like 4 years ago, that she started doing the management, and just really I mean, she does everything from anything and everything that I need, like connections wise, and I let her handle all the stuff, because I don't know how to talk to people, like when it comes to setting up shows and stuff. Like people come to me and be like, oh, do you want to perform for this and that? And I'm just like, yeah, sure. I'll have my manager reach out to you, like that's what she's there for, and she's good at her job, so I let her do what she needs to do.
That's good. Shout out to your manager. She will be on U3.
Yes, I saw that.
Soon, so shout out to your manager and her husband. They both do teamwork. They did the Peso show, so that's how I met them. So they both do good work. Now that you changed your name to the Alien Babe, are we gonna have an album coming out soon? Mixtapes? I know you're doing some singles.
Yeah, so the two, the single I have out now and the one that's coming on the 26th or 6th are both a part of an EP. So I have one more single after the one dropping on the 26th, and then a couple weeks after that, I'll be dropping the entire EP, which will be 3 extra songs aside from the singles.
Do you have a name for your EP yet?
I don't. I kind of think I'm just going to go self-titled. I don't really know.
You can never go wrong with a self-titled.
Yeah.
Or you name it Out of the World, UFO.
Right? Out of this world.
Well, yeah, because, your music is out of the world. You are out of the world. Now, I've noticed you're one of the few Hispanic artists, I can say, that will embrace their culture. Because I've met a lot of Hispanic artists, especially rappers, and they always never want to, they always never want to rap in Spanish. They might say a few words here and there, but they never want to do a full track. And I'm like, why not? Why not embrace that culture? Like, you're in San Antonio. People are going to love it. So why is it so easy for you to do it? Do you feel like other artists?
I'm not going to lie. When I was younger, I didn't want to. Mostly just for the fact that all of my grandma and my tias and everybody were like, sing something in Spanish, mija, sing in Spanish.
You get tired of it. It's like, no.
And I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be the Hana singer. I don't want to be the Hana singer. And like, you know, they wanted me to be the next Selena, and I'm just like, I
Yeah.
can't be Selena. What the fuck? And
You can be the trap Selena.
yeah,
No.
right. So I think I just like as I got older, like I started embracing even just like Tejano music in general. Like, you know, when you're little, like you're at like your family parties and it's like
Yeah.
Tejano bumping through the speakers and you're just trying to freaking sleep, and it's like annoying when you're little. But now I'm older and I get drunk in my kitchen and I listen to Tejano music by myself and I'm like, who am I? So I think it just came with like age and motherhood, honestly, that I started embracing the Spanish more. And
I noticed earlier you said that you have a husband and a child. So how do you manage being a mom, being a wife, and doing music and shows? Because I know that music keeps you busy too.
yeah, I mean, as of right now, it's pretty chill. Like these little disruptions are all it is right now, but
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to balance at the moment. I feel like if and when things do take off and get more crazy, then it might be a little more hectic. But you know, my husband, he works, he's in real estate, so he's gone from like 8 in the morning till like 5, 6 in the afternoon. After that, I'm a night owl, so after he comes home, he takes over pretty much. I do all my work at night. So like if I have a studio session or
Yeah.
most of my performances are at night. So it really works out well.
Well, that's good that he supports you and that y'all have that balance where y'all know what to do and it works out. Are we gonna get any music videos from you, Miss Alien Babe?
Yes, I'm excited. We're actually gonna start filming for UFO, which is the one dropping on the 26th. We're gonna start filming for that on the 29th. So I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to release it not too long after that, probably in I think early July.
Okay.
First couple weeks of July is when we're aiming for that.
Are there any other artists in San Antonio that you have your eye on that you want to do features with, or that you've been looking out for?
I love Baby Boy. I don't know if you know who that is. I've done a couple of shows that he's performed at as well. He's just like amazing at rap. He kind of when he raps, I know he's like really obsessed with Nicki Minaj. So I really hear like the Roman side of Nicki Minaj come out of him all the time, but like he's just, I love his style. I love his style of rapping, and like he's so creative and like carefree. I really want to eventually do a collab with him for sure.
I need to look him up. Okay. You said Baby Boy is his name?
Babiboi.
Okay, Baby Boy. I will look him up. Okay, sounds like a dope.
Shout out, Baby Boy.
Well, thank you, Miss Alien Babe, for stopping by U3. You know, it's always good to have female artists, because I don't get too many female artists on my show. You would think, right, I'm the female host, so I get a lot of female artists, but I don't. It's mostly men, so it's always good to have a female artist, one that's doing things in the city, you know, making noise. And I think you're my first Hispanic artist.
Really?
I support every culture. I love every culture, so I play more than just hip hop music. Most people know me as hip hop music, but I listen to it all, so I support you all. If you're making music and it's good, I support you. When I saw you perform, that's when I really fell in love with you, because you really perform. You're not like other artists who just stiff on the stage and lip sync. Like you actually perform, and you had to, you took your jacket off and you got into it. So it was very dope. So it's always good to meet dope artists. Thank you for stopping by U3. Before we let you go, tell people where they can check out you, your music. Give us all your social media platforms so they can follow.
Okay, so Twitter, The Alien Babe, Instagram, The Alien Babe Official, Facebook, The Alien Babe is my like page, and my music is on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, even YouTube. You can find it anywhere. And my next single dropping is going to be UFO, and that's going to be coming on the 26th. And yeah, thank you for the support, for everything. You know, always supporting me, supporting all the artists in the city, putting on. I love it.
Thank you. I try. You heard it straight from her mouth, the Alien Babe. Go follow her on all social media platforms. Make sure you also check out that single dropping on the 26th. The music video after that, then another single and her EP when it drops. So follow her so you know when all that's dropping. It's your girl, DJ Babe Blue Diamond, and we are signing out.